So we're
are we doing a spiel? I should have asked that before you hit record.
Oh, yes, we are, Sarah.
Okay. Tell me what my spiel's on and I will be ready. I think I know.
No, you go ahead. I don't know. You go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, I've been one of the people posting your videos, Sarah. And I was going to just say, since we're through one of the things I always like to give people tips as a new coach, that you've got to get out there and absorb as much information on Beachbody as you can. And I was like Beachbody obsessed when I started. I still am, but I just listened to trainings to and from work and would, in the team hard hitters file section, Kelly's got all of the trainings she's ever done and all of the calls. And I just listened to those all the time. And that was like, I think that was the biggest thing for me as a new coach, that got my mind in the right place and just kept giving me new ideas and made it so I was just ready to roll. And don't be afraid to ask your upline questions, because we actually really, really like it when you ask us questions.
Yes. I second that 100%. So when I first became a coach, I was the same way. I had a long commute to work. So I just plugged in, every old national wake up call. You can look them up on the Beachbody podcasts for free, or, personal development on audio, anything I could kind of just plug into in that, like, that time waste, those things that like folding laundry or putting your makeup on, those kind of times is when I just turned things on. And I did, I'm not a big note taker, but I did absorb information, and it just made things a lot easier to understand as a new coach. And of course, asking my wonderful upline things, which is Sarah, all the time. So just always don't be afraid to ask questions. If you want to reach out to myself, Sarah, Carly, Margot, any of us are always there for you guys. So we want you to know that. But Jessica, since you're on, if you have questions for us, you can shoot. You can go for it.
I actually don't really have a lot of questions. I'm a little behind in watching the videos and stuff. I've been trying to keep up with them kind of in a similar way of like when I have, instead of watching them, I got some Bluetooth headphones recently, and I've been like when I'm doing dishes, because, eating healthy creates a ton of dishes. So I can, and I'm like, I don't even have kids yet. Like, can you imagine? I'm like, oh my gosh, it's just me and my husband, and there's like always dishes. But, so I just have been like watching the videos, but really I'm listening while I'm doing dishes and stuff. So, but I've been trying to catch up because I kind of got a little bit behind, but it's a good reason, because I'm already running my first challenge group. And so a lot of my time that I have to dedicate to this has been dedicated to like trying to stay on top of that and make sure I'm the best coach that I can be for my challenge group and stuff. So, I feel like I did have a question.
Oh, that's okay. We can dive into the ones that Janice had posted, and then if it comes to your brain, you can hop in. Sarah, do you want to talk about, so the question Janice asked was about running challenge groups for people who don't necessarily want to try a Beachbody program or Shakeology, and how do you approach those people, and what we do, to still get them involved with a challenge group. So Sarah, I'll let you go with that one.
So I take this by person that wants to join a challenge group. And I always tell people that my top coach, Kinsey, only joined her first challenge group with Pio. She wouldn't buy Shakeology. She didn't want it. And she said it made her sick. And I was totally like, I was a brand new coach. So I was just like, anybody who wants to be in my groups can be in my groups. And I've had people in there that have not done Beachbody programs. I'm trying to think. I usually at least get them going with something. So I would get them going with the Beachbody on Demand, where they do have to enter a credit card information, which some people get way freaked out about. But I just tell them it's like Audible or any other subscription program, and you just have to be on it and cancel it before if you don't like it. But that way too, they're experiencing Beachbody programs, and then maybe they're still going to the gym, and they can also see what challenge groups are all about. Because I think that you never know who your next coach is going to be. You never know who your next best challenger is going to be. And it might be one of those people that just is not totally sold on Shakeology or program yet. So I love the Beachbody On Demand sign up. And then sometimes I run like 14-day groups of the Beachbody On Demand group. I think I'm going to try to do a 21-day group just since the 21-day Fix Extreme is in there. Or else they could do the 3-week yoga retreat. And I was like, that'd be all free, but somebody gets to do a whole program. So I think that's my biggest tip on doing that. I say I'm really big on just letting everybody in when you're a new coach and getting that good customer base. And I think Kenzie was the same way. And it's just some people are going to post a lot and some people aren't, but I just want them in there and start experiencing it. So
Yeah, and like when we first became coaches, Beachbody On Demand didn't exist yet. So and you'll run into a lot of the time people have P90X or Insanity from years ago. And I always say, cool, like you have a Beachbody program. Yes, just let's restart that. You know, they bought T25 and never used it. Well, okay, let's put your money to good use now and use it and get in the challenge group. And then over time, like Sarah said, they might become a rockstar challenger or want to eventually coach if they really get great results and love the community of a challenge group. So like Sarah, I'm the same way. I'm pretty flexible with who I let in my group. If someone's like a major CrossFitter and is like doing something completely out of the box of kind of home workouts, because that's what we do as coaches too, right? It's not just slinging shakes and workouts. We're there to like give them that support and community. And I think that's a big part of it. So I try to at least get people doing the home workout base, even if they're a runner or whatever, and get them started with something. So the other question she had was,
it was the one about.
Go ahead.
Oh, the challenge. She asked about challenge group templates that were, or what do you do when you go beyond a 21-day fixed schedule?
Yes.
So we'll post the 30-day template that we both use. And I think I have one from Kelly too. And if you go into Team Hard Hitters again in the files section there's a load of templates that you can look at and kind of figure out which one suits your needs the best. But I only do 30-day groups now. I've done a few 21-day groups, but I like the 21-day fix a lot, but that's not my program. So I think that's why I've always done the 30-day programs. Yeah, so I will post that template so people have that. And then
I pretty much keep mine open also, because I just find that either people are really going to want to do the 21-day fix group, or I like to open it up because everybody has a different need. Everybody has a different style. Some people just want low impact with PIO, or they just want crazy high intensity with Insanity. So I like to leave it open to that general 30-day group that you can do whatever program suits you best and is going to get you the results that you want. So that's why I like that.
Your challengers start talking about their programs too. And I have a lot of people be like, what program are you doing? And then at the end they want to buy that other program. So I love the open groups more than 21-day fix groups. But I know Margot is like, I think most of hers are 21-day fix groups.
Yeah, she rocks the 21-day fix.
Sure. Yeah, she's got great results too from it. So.
And then the other question was,
I think for me,
Jessica, were you saying something?
No, I was just gonna say, like, my first, I've only been in Margot's groups, and I think they're always based on the 21-day fix format. But for me, like, my first challenge group was the Health Bet Challenge, and so it had to be 30 days. And so I was like, well, and then I had people doing 21-day fix. I had people doing the yoga retreat. I have people doing. One of my challengers accidentally bought Country Heat instead of 21-day fix, but she was like, I'm just gonna do it, like it'll be fun, whatever. And so she's doing that, and so it's like, it's kind of the same thing of like they're talking to each other about what they're doing, and I've just been posting like daily motivation instead of like what day they're supposed to be on, and it's been great. Like, then you're not excluding anyone.
Yeah.
So that's been working for me. But
that's perfect. Yeah, that's exactly what that template we were talking about does. It's a lot of motivation, some clean eating tips and that kind of thing, but that's awesome. And then Janice asked about hitting Success Club in your first few months as a coach. How kind of you do that? How do you get people started? And for me, one thing I did when I first became a coach was, and I tell this to my new coaches, is to make a list of 100 names. 100 names of people in your life that you think might want to be a part of this or join you, and just start chipping away at that list. Yes, you're going to be posting on social media about Beachbody, that 80-20, you're going to be sharing before and afters of yourself or people, in your challenge groups. Or I know Margot's fine with her, before and afters getting shared. But if you're consistently posting things on social media and then also chipping away from that list and personally inviting people, you're eventually, and by inviting people, I mean inviting them to challenge groups and then offering them a challenge pack, because, you know, a lot of time people, you know, their big objection is cost, but 95+% of the time, people who put more skin into the game, who get the workout, who get the Shakeology, get better results because they stay more committed and they have the nutrition and the workout. And it just proves itself time and time again. So I really try and get people started with the challenge pack. And of course, a challenge pack is 2 Success Club points. So that's what she was asking, how to hit Success Club 5. And hitting you know, Success Club 5 would be like 3 challenge packs because it's 2 points each. So it'd be at 6. But that's really all I do. I just start inviting, and I do this each month, actually. I recreate that list over and over and over again of people who I notice on social media who are posting about, you know, clean eating recipes, or someone I know that just had a baby maybe 3 or 4 months ago that might be ready to get started and, you know, back on the wagon with working out and that kind of thing. So that's kind of my tips. What do you say, Sarah?
For as a new coach hitting Success Club, it's don't be afraid to send out the personal invites to people. I think I was like, I'm going to post ads and that's all I'm going to do. And I'm really going to hope that people want to do my groups. And I was lucky in my first month that it all kind of worked out, because I feel like I didn't do any personal invites that first month. And then the second month, I just knew I had to. So I did the list of 100 because that was something Kelly had me do too. And then I started going through those people too, because I was not active on Facebook really before I was a coach. I would post a few pictures of my kids every now and then, and that otherwise I was totally a lurker. So I was just like checking out what everybody else was doing, and that's all I did. So I had to start really reconnecting with people. So I went from that list of 100 and I'd start liking their photos and commenting on their stuff, so then it wasn't totally weird when I wrote them and was like, hey, guess what? I'm never on Facebook, but now I am a lot, and please do my challenge group. So, and I started posting about what I was doing like immediately. I introduced myself as a coach and started posting about challenge groups and just going for it that way. So, but you've got to send out the personal invites. Like I still do that every single day.
Yeah.
So, and that list of 100, I think I've revamped it so many times. I'm like doing another one tomorrow, people that I think would be great coaches. So that's a good tip that I think sometimes people don't do, because they're like, it sounds hard to make a list of 100, but when you listen to any top coach, they all talk about it.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to think of any other tips for Success Club. It really is too, and don't, like, it's hard because you want to let everybody in your groups, but then it's like how Kinsey words it. It's always so nice that saying a challenge pack's what sets you up for success, because it puts nutrition and fitness hand in hand. And I make it kind of sound like the challenge pack is the only way to get into the challenge group until they question it.
Mm-hmm.
So then when they're like, do I have to buy both things? Then I'll be like, well, you could just buy a program, or you could just do this. But I try to make it sound like it's the only way.
Yeah, I definitely lead with that. I say, this is how, you know, if they say, yeah, I'd love to, and I say, awesome, this is how you get started. And we can, you know, I, of course, always ask people that I'm in conversation with, I want to know, you know, what they're currently doing for a workout, if anything, what they enjoy doing for workouts, and what things have worked in the past and what things that haven't worked in the past. So then I know I can kind of start going through my Beachbody workout library in my head and think what might work best for them. Mm-hmm. But then I, you know, present the challenge pack option to them. And again, like Sarah said, if they have objections about it, then I start working through those objections with them. Maybe it's cost. That's usually like the biggest one, right? Mm-hmm. But then I break it down too, like so many challenge packs, you can get a workout program for just $10 with your Shakeology. And I think that's, you know, such a great value, and kind of explain that to people, how you're getting a $60 plus workout for really $10. Plus the free 30 days of Beachbody on demand with your challenge pack too. So I just kind of lay out everything that you get, plus the awesome accountability of the challenge group, which we all know are awesome.
And then she asked about the shakes, people doing other shakes in your group.
Mm-hmm.
And I was telling Kinsey, I've only ever had a problem with this in a free group where some lady kept posting, I don't know what shake it was, but something else. And she was even like, has anybody tried this out there? And I just personally messaged her and said, you know, I'm fine if you're drinking this shake during the group. I'm fine if you're posting pictures of it, but you like can't promote. Like, if you want to do that, you should run your own free group, and then that can be your thing. But I have never had it happen in a paid group.
I've had it happen maybe once or twice, and like Sarah, I've messaged the people and I just say, you know, I'm affiliated with Beachbody. That's who I represent. I know about Shakeology and, you know, a lot behind it. I don't know a lot about these other shakes, so I don't want to promote something I'm not knowledgeable about, you know, that comes across because I'm the one hosting this group. And I just say, you know, nicely like that I can't represent something I don't know anything about. And it looks like I represent that in my group if you're posting about it. And I think I've had one person ever get upset, but you know, everyone's usually pretty cool.
my person was pretty nice about it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times too, like in the free groups, people don't even really get it, even though I'm posting a little bit about Shakeology.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But I think those were all of her questions, all of Janice's questions.
Those were great questions.
And then
I have a question, I guess, I was thinking about I'm talking about like Instagram hashtags for a minute. I know it's kind of a random thing. Like I have a pretty big Facebook network already, and I'm continuing to add people every day. And I've been posting on Instagram, and like I started a different Instagram account so that it's public. Like I used to be a teacher, and so I have pictures of my students on my private one, and I didn't want to make that public. And so I created a new one, and I've been like inviting all my Facebook friends to it and everything and stuff. So I've been trying to like Sarah, your video on the social media was great. I really appreciated all of your tips and stuff. And in fact, I've been like feeling like, it's funny because it totally validated, like I needed to hear it, because I was like, I need to come up with other things to post about, because I was posting on my like personal account, personal stuff. And then on my fitness account, I was posting like my after workout stuff. And then both were going to Facebook. So Facebook was relatively like balanced, you know? But then I just decided, like after watching your video, I was like, I need to just post, because I want to get Instagram followers that are not necessarily people that I already know, but I don't want them to be like, oh, she's just posting workout selfies. Like,
yeah,
because I'm not, I just was only posting that to that account. Anyways, so I've been a lot more intentional lately about posting the 80-20 thing. And although I have to tell you, you said to come up with 4 things that are about you. And I'm like, I don't know that I have 4 things that I can post. Like, I have a lot of things about me, but to create like constant posts about 4 different things, I was like, I mean, I'm a wife, but my husband doesn't let me take pictures of him and like post them on social media. And anyways.
You will learn that you will get so creative, and it's great to follow other coaches to see what they post, because I do feel that way. I'm posting the same things over and over, but you also have to realize not everyone's seeing everything you're posting.
Right.
And as you add to your network, more and more people, you know, there's going to be more and more new people seeing your stuff.
And I just, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I was going to say, I've started posting just more variety of even the health stuff. Like I'll post a mirror selfie instead of a regular selfie, or like like the shirt is too big picture instead of just a selfie, like, so that it's still the same kind of topics, but it's not like just like so that was really good advice, Sarah, and I really appreciated that. But like hashtags for me are really hard, because a lot of the hashtags that relate to what I'm doing are like those typical ones that everyone posts. And so I'm trying to find the ones that are relating to me. And I'm like, I don't know if you guys have any tips on that, like, or specific ones that are really good that aren't like overused.
I'd like to just, like Sarah said, I think about what are the things I enjoy doing. I enjoy cooking. I enjoy wine. I enjoy, I'm a twin mom. That one kind of, I have toddlers, so I'm crazy toddler mom. Like, you can just think of a day in the life of you and kind of things that come about during your day. Even like chocolate lover, like you just start to think about things that you enjoy and kind of take a twist from there and kind of just get creative. Like
Yeah.
like former teacher, like, you know, or I don't know, what does your husband do for a living?
He's an auditor or accountant. Yeah.
So yeah, like CPA wife, or I don't know, you know, like just
totally. Yeah.
And I have some that I always put on that have nothing to do with the picture, but they have something to do with me. Cause I'll do like Sandy Mom, cause I live in Sandy, Oregon, or, oh God, I talk about my dogs a lot on Instagram. I feel like they're my one thing that's not, cause on Instagram, I feel like you can get away with not being so much personal.
Right.
And you can be more like, I always just try to look at my, what do they call it when you're looking at all your pictures?
Like a grid. I don't know what they call it. But.
Yeah, grid. And I just always try to look and go, oh my God, it's 5 selfies in a row from this. I can't believe I just did that. So it's changing the selfies on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, oh my gosh. But the hashtags are like, I still put like fit mom in there. I still put fit twin mom and weight loss journey and workout at home. Like I still put some of those in, but then I add in the other ones that are like, I love my rescue dogs. I love my dogs. It's like, and sometimes my dogs aren't even in the picture. Yeah. I'm just like, you know, and then, I'm trying to, like, Carly has some really good ones that are, and she said she puts them on everything and they're totally not. So maybe we'll have to tag Carly below and say, list all your hashtags too. Cause she like started listing them off one night and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like, I need to write all these down. And some people have a set hashtag list too, and they copy and paste it from their notes.
Oh,
I need to do that. I think I tell everybody to do that and I still haven't. So my husband's always getting mad at me because I'm like, I'm sorry, I've got to get my hashtags on.
Oh, that makes sense. I did a Bitmoji one day. I actually, like, I did a picture and I was doing I do Snapchat and Instagram stories too. Like, I just love it. And I've been doing it for time. And so, you know, that's like where I post a lot of my, like, kind of annoying, like, just do my workout or not ready for my work, you know, like, I don't post all of those to like Facebook and Instagram, but I do stories and I get a lot of views from that. But I realized that I was matching with my Bitmoji character today. Like I had a pink zip up with the white strings and that's so I did a picture of like, I wonder if you guys can see, it's actually it's funny. So I did a bunch of hashtags relating to that and I got random likes that I was like, apparently I need to do more pictures with my Bitmoji because
man, I got to do mine. I think my Bitmoji is like in a leotard or something. I put her in something. I was going to tell you too, when somebody said, come up with your 4 things that explain you, I couldn't come up with my 4. Oh my God.
Wait, I'm going to make you bigger.
I almost sent the dabbing one too.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh, doing the dab.
That's the one I almost sent to my friends today of me in a leotard doing a dab. I was like, But no, so I couldn't come up with 4 things about me that weren't Beachbody when I first had, I was like, Beachbody, running, and then which is kind of Beachbody. I was like, oh my God. And then slowly over time, I've realized that I've got some characteristics that are.
I made a list, but they're not all I just moved to a new city. I'm from Oregon, by the way. I'm from Portland. Cool. But it's funny because I know Margot from college in California, but I'm actually from Oregon. But now I live in Ohio. So, but like exploring a new city and tech stuff. In fact, I started a new like live video Facebook thing that like on Thursdays I'm going to do like 3 things with Jessica. Like this last week I did 3 things. 3 things that you can do tomorrow to make healthier habits, but I don't want them all to be health related. And so I'm going to do tech tips this week because I'm an instructional designer technologist. So I'm going to do like
awesome
technology tips, but I
think you need to lead our next new coach mentorship.
I emailed Margot, I had to buy a journal because I was like, I've got like this going and this going. I'm like, I'm on overload here. Plus, I'm a grad student and I really should be doing homework right now. But I was like, I want to do the call.
Well, we appreciate you getting on. But yeah, that's a great idea. I might have to steal that 3 tips for a healthier
tomorrow. I know. I was just thinking, I was like, ooh, because I'm trying to
like personal, because we read or listen to personal development, do some, personal development tips or positive affirmation things too sprinkled in there to like break up the health and fitness of it. I love that.
Yeah. So I figure I have a little bit of a monopoly on tech tips because that's kind of my thing, and not a lot of people necessarily do that. So
cool.
Yeah, I don't know. So hashtags, I'll keep thinking about that one, but that's my biggest struggle is like figuring out which hashtags to get people that don't already know me to follow. Right. And you get like people that are trying to sell stuff too that like you and follow you, but I'm like, hey, more followers is more followers. I don't have to pull them back.
Well, it sounds like you've got a pretty good handle on it so far, so I think you'll be able to dial it in pretty well.
I feel like it was a natural step for me because I was already doing a lot of the stuff. In fact, I just sent a video to my challengers like explaining why I became a coach and inviting them to do it if they want to. But I was like, one of the things I explained is it was kind of to the point where people were like, well, I want to join you. And then I was sending them off to another coach. And I'm like, this doesn't seem right. I should just be a coach. And so.
Well, we sure are glad you're on the team. So.
I feel like I had another question, but I don't remember. I will get all of my videos caught up and try to.
Sounds good.
I really enjoyed the mentorship and.
Oh, good.
Awesome.
Helpful. So I appreciate it.
You can always type them and, post them to the page.
Okay.
Answer them there. Well, awesome. Well, that was a great little Q&A session, girls.
Yeah.
And thanks again, Janice, if you're watching, for your questions. They were awesome too. So thank you.
Yeah, it would have been boring with just me. Sorry.
No. We would have had to go on and on about more tech tips for us.
I know, we'd be like, teach us more.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I hope you ladies have a good night. I'll stop recording and post this. I'll probably get this posted now. So I'll just post it real quick. But all right. Have a good evening.